Today we're going to be ranking every single Cenat controversial moment tier list. For the rankings we have career ended, catastrophic L, major L, minor L, and undeserved. And starting off this video we're going to be talking about the Adin Ross situation between him and Cenat, where Adin Ross helped put him on, helped him become successful, and after that success, Kai stabbed him in the back. He forgot about him, he didn't pick up his calls, he didn't mention him publicly. Anytime Adin tried to reach out to Cenat, he was nowhere to be found. You can sit here and say Adin Ross is a controversial figure, which he kind of is, I guess. I don't really know how, but he is. And Kai wanted to distance himself, but there's still something about begging in Adin's chat for years. Adin putting you on his streams when you were practically a nobody. Adin buys you big gifts. He bought him a car. Then anytime Adin reaches out to you, you ignore it. There's no mention of Adin Ross that Cenat has ever made. I think that is a major L, arguably catastrophic L. The thing is, unfortunately, it's not something people talk about a lot, but I think it says a lot about him as a person, using people as a stepping stone to become successful and then forgetting about them after. I think catastrophic L for now. We can maybe adjust later, but I think catastrophic L. Next up, we got the Africa school situation. This is when he promised to build schools in Africa. I think he even done like an Africa stream, and he said that a portion of his subathon at the time was going to go towards building schools in Africa. Years go by, it's been a long time, Cenat moved on to other things, and no one fucking knows what happened to those schools in Africa. This one once again speaks a lot volumes about Kai's character, promising to build schools in Africa, doing streams in Africa, being some charitable guy to an impoverished nation. Obviously I know Africa is a fucking, what's it called, continent and not a nation, but you know, we get the point. This has to go in major L. Yeah, I think major, not catastrophic, simply because the Adin Ross situation, Adin helped him and then he didn't do anything like to acknowledge that. The schools in Africa was a promise he made publicly and he never fulfilled. It's not like he stabbed someone in the back with the Adin situation. So that's going to go major L for me. It again just speaks volumes. He goes to stream in Africa. He gets all the benefits of having done something nice without actually doing it. He sits there, goes on a tour, says he's going to do this nice thing. People praise him for wanting to do a nice thing. Yeah, he never does it. He gets all the benefits for doing the nice thing without having to do the nice thing. So that's a major L in my opinion. Next up, we have the Jinxy live stream incident. Now, this is when him and AMP members, to be fair, said that they wanted to stream with Jinxy and play some fucking Clash Royale game or some bullshit together. And then they went on stream with him, practically ignored him the whole time, and he was waiting on stream for them to join the game. They never joined and they just got off stream and then acted like, you know, the victims. Kai was the one acting like a victim and sitting there like, what the fuck did I do? Why are you guys getting mad at me? Whatever. And only seemed like apologetic about it when people started giving him hate. This one is going to go catastrophic L once again. Jinxy was on live stream. They ignored him. They didn't join the stream. He sat there, wasted his time, and he looked bummed out. He looked a little bummed out and upset, and rightfully so. He sat there, waited for them, got ignored, and they just fucking acted like victims at the end of it. I say they, but it's Kai and it was the other some AMP members. But this one's gonna go catastrophic L in my opinion. Again, all these things just speak to Kai being self-centered and selfish, which I've been saying for a long time. Cenat dick riders, if you want to dislike the video, dislike the fucking video. But that's the fucking truth. You know, multiple instances of him behaving this way. Next up, we have the magician live stream. This is when he got a magician on live stream who pretended to hang himself and for a prank. And then Cenat, once again, he acted like the victim. He acted like, I didn't do anything, this wasn't my fault, and put all the blame on the magician. And then like he'd done this whole thing where he kind of held him hostage or whatever the fuck. This is going to go minor L. Although it was still a bit of a L, it was kind of a big incident at the time, not as bad as some of the other things. And you know, it was this magician who kind of just played a prank on him, and then he blamed the magician for playing a prank. And he was, you know, in the heat of the moment when he thought this magician hung himself, he was more worried about getting banned on live stream instead of being worried about this magician guy. Good thing it was actually a prank from the magician, otherwise Kai would have been more worried about his live stream than a guy hanging to death in his house. Moving on, we've got the New York City riot incident. This is when Cenat was hosting a giveaway of PlayStations and Xboxes, and he announced it was going to be in New York City, which caused a bunch of his fans and a bunch of people who want some free shit and they get to see their favorite streamer and content creator, and they all went to New York York City, his home, which is also the biggest city in America, shit got out of control, shit got all wild, a whole fucking riot happened, which Kai once again took absolutely no accountability for. We're seeing a good theme here is Kai does shit and then takes no accountability, which I called out a long time ago. This one I'm gonna also say major L. He also got arrested for this. Maybe kind of minor because people kind of ultimately forgot about it. And no, we'll say major. People's businesses got destroyed. Yeah, people's businesses literally got destroyed and damaged. Property damage, all sorts of shit. Next up, we have Cenat quitting streaming. This one is going straight to career ended. Now, is his career actually going to be ended? Probably not, but I think it deserves to go there. The thing he's famous for, the thing that blew him up and got him all the success in the first place, he's quitting it for this clothing line. If you don't want to stream anymore or you want to pursue something else, sure. I still just think stream, but just stream a little less, or still create content but do it less instead of like the whole new weird shit that he's doing. This one is going to be a pretty big stain on his reputation that Kai doesn't stream anymore, especially for the hardcore Cenat fans. That's why it's going to go career ended. Next up, we have Streamer University, where Kai was getting flack for pretty much only putting in black people and people that he kind of already knew for the whole Streamer University thing. It was very just biased towards black creators and that no one else was really given a chance, and it was kind of just favoritism, which people were like, oh well, he can help his own community if he wants. But if you're kind of gonna do that, don't at the same time say it's open for any streamer to join, which is kind of misleading. But I think this is going to go minor L, simply because compared to some of the other things, it's not as bad. It is, but you know, you're having the Streamer University and it's very clearly like biased towards your kind of people that you want to specifically help. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but if you want to help your community, say you just want to help your community and it's for them. Don't sit here and say it's for everyone when it's not. Next up, we have But We Friends though. This is when he had Tyler, I don't know her name. He had her on stream. He tried to make a move, tried to get a date or something, you know, tried to make a romantic advance. And then she said, but we friends though. Now this one, as a joke, I want to put career ender, but this will go major L, you know. I mean, sometimes you got to shoot your shot. I don't know if it's going to be on live stream, and I don't know, man. Sometimes like when you're 5'5", it's tough. It's tough. I think that's probably a big reason why he got rejected. Maybe she definitely wasn't feeling him, but I don't think being 5'5" makes it easier by any means. It's happened to the best of us. I mean, every single guy has gotten rejected at some point. It's gonna go major L simply because it was on live streams, and then she was like, oh, but we friends though, and it was like a bit of a meme and joke and all that shit. Yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. Or we'll just put minor L. We'll put minor because that's kind of funny. And then last but not least, we've got the Vivette clothing line. Now, I kind of want this to tie in with this whole like performative shit that he does nowadays, reading books, you know, uploading like fucking gym vlogs or videos of him sewing and shit like that. This is on career ender. This, along with him quitting streaming, you know, the hate war, all that type of shit, it's gonna have to go career ender. People are never gonna look at him the same. You know, the amount of love he used to get, now it's turned into hate, and this has like changed his reputation permanently for a long time. Like people, they're just not accepting of this new Kai that reads books and has a clothing line, you know, a wannabe Kanye that he's getting called. So I think those two belong in career ended. But that's been the video. If you guys enjoyed, click on another one on the screen and fuck off.